and welcome back. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Douglas.
I'm Alistair, and this is the Highland Hikers.
Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining us today on this very special edition of Highland Hikers.
We are taking a shortcut up the mountains, so we are. I think some may class this as cheating, but here we are. We've made that decision. We can live with that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so we're in Nevis Range, obviously. Given we're on the gondola heading up the hill. It was very expensive, wasn't it? We were quite shocked about how much this has cost us.
I mean, this was a last-minute change of plans, and we're like, right, let's do this. We'll do this one instead. And yes, we were like, how much is this going to be? You said like £9, you thought, and then it ended up being what, £27.50 each?
Yes, that was not cheap. I don't remember it being that expensive. I mean, it was 7 years ago the last time I was up here, and in my head it was around about 12 quid. That might be wrong though, I haven't checked that to see if that was accurate or not, but it certainly was not £27.50.
Yes, but enough rabbiting about the cost of living increases, but yes, we're heading up to do 2 Munros today. Probably pretty obvious which ones we're going to do if we're on the gondola.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a nice wee bit of scenery to look at on the way up here, and a less strenuous day than we had planned, but still spectacular nonetheless, no doubt.
Yeah, I think it'll be really good doing these two today, actually. So we had planned to do Stop Ban in the Grey Quarries, which is just around the corner from here. But even though it's a really lovely day at the moment, the forecast says by 5 o'clock rain's going to come in, and that's quite a long walk. We weren't sure we'd be finished it and off the hill, so we thought, while we're here in Nevis Range, again doing Fort William Park Run, because why not, it's here, we thought we could just jump in the gondola and go up and knock these two out before the rain comes in.
Yeah, so we'll see you further up the gondola ride. Yeah, we got the gondola good way up here, and then we've now started walking the rest. That was pretty steep to get up here.
Yeah, just on the first section from the top of the gondola up the kind of ski paths really, and that is a very steep section, the first thing you do when you're walking, so it's kind of tough going to begin with, but it looks like a kind of more straightforward ridge type walk that we've got now.
Yeah, and I'm quite glad standing close to Doug's. I can see him sweating. The sweat was pouring off me, and I'm like, geez, oh man, this is hard going, but I'm glad to see he's sweating too.
Yes, I think anyone would be sweating walking up that bit. hello there. We are at the summit of the first Munro of the day, Aonach Mòr.
Yes.
And we made it here pretty quickly. You were like, is this it? Are we here?
Yeah. Yeah. We got up to the top after that ascent, so that after the first vlog.
Aye.
And then it's pretty flat.
Yeah.
The whole way.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is one of those mountains where I feel like, how's this a Munro?
Because it's a Munro. It's 1,221
but
metres. It's quite tall.
It is quite tall.
Yeah.
But compared to other ones where, like on the Buckle, when you go over I can't remember what the middle peak's called.
Yeah.
That feels like, if this is a Munro, then surely that should be a Munro. How is this not a Munro top? Because the second Munro of this one's taller than this one.
Yeah, which is interesting because this is Aonach Mòr, which means the big ridged hill, and the other one we're heading to is Aonach Beag, which means the little ridged hill. But that's actually taller. The reason for that is when you see this from Fort William, this is the big one that you see at the front, and that one's behind it, so it kind of looks smaller from a perspective point of view. But you're right, the prominence is not much. We don't descend a huge amount between the two of these. So
it's like 150 metres or something.
I don't even know if it's as much as that, right? We can check on the map and find out, but it is not much. It's a bit like Ben Lawers and Ben Glass.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
You know, it's like there are some like that where you're like, why, you know, but it's because the Munros are a somewhat arbitrary definition. It's not like the Corbetts where they have to have prominence, but we're here and we've got a fantastic view of Ben Nevis behind us as well, Carmore Jerg and the arete between the two, which is a fantastic walk that I'm looking forward to doing again at some point. You've
been up there. I haven't been up there yet. This is my first time to the Nevis Range. So I'm quite enjoying another different view, or a closer view of the Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I've done these two before, albeit it was in November in horrible wintry conditions, no views whatsoever, very windy, so it's quite good to actually come out. I mean, I know the cloud is sort of coming a bit, it's not quite the clear blue skies we had at the start of the day, but we can actually see, which is nice. So yeah.
And we're the only people up here so far.
Yeah, which is weird because it was very busy on the gondola coming up.
Yeah.
It was like a big queue to get tickets and that, so we thought there was going to be quite a lot of folk up here, but we've not seen anyone else up here yet.
We'll see if we see any more as we head to the second Munro. So, it is summit snack time. We're at the first one, we're both a bit peckish, so let's try it. Who, you going first?
Yeah, I can go first. You've been bigging up your summit snack this whole time.
Yeah, I'm quite confident that I have the better snack. So do you want me to hold your camera?
Yeah, okay. I mean, okay.
Right, let's see what's in.
So, I've brought enough for two of us.
Okay.
You know, because I'm gracious.
That's
like
fine.
That,
okay.
I know. I have white caramel shortcake.
Okay.
Yep.
That looks good. Yeah.
It does look good.
It does.
And there's 4 of them, so we can have two pieces each of that today if we so desire.
That sounds good. I like that. Yep. Notice the confidence as well here.
Yes, you seem unfazed by that reveal there.
So, right, first of all,
you want it in a wee bag?
No. So, I'll give you that.
Got a fork.
I've got a spoon.
Okay.
And a knife.
This is interesting. We've got some sort of cake here, or maybe like a...
Now, this is meant to be kept refrigerated.
Maybe like an ice cream or something.
It's not ice cream, no. Looks like it survived quite well. I have honeycomb cheesecake slices.
Okay,
and I've got 2 of them as well.
Okay, that is, that looks excellent. I'm looking forward to that.
So, look at that.
You've done well today.
I'm quite happy with that, yeah. I'm quite proud of that one.
Excellent, let's get tucked into that. And comment below. I feel this is probably going to get like 90% of the votes, probably. But you know, a white caramel shortcake is still a good summit snack.
It's a good summit snack, but when somebody's got like slices of cheesecake, then we'll see. Get into this now. So we have made it to the second summit. This one was slightly more west coast than the first one. Would you agree?
Yeah, it was kind of rockier, more steep ascent to get up to this one. And this, as we said, is the higher of the two at 1,234 metres. So it's it's one of the tallest peaks in the UK that we're on just now.
I think it's top 10.
It's definitely in the top 10. Yeah, I think
Do
it's.
You know what? It's these two are the two under Cairngorm. I checked that this morning. So Cairngorm was what, 5th?
Something like that. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, I'd like 6 and 7 sound about right, don't they?
So it's been very pleasant, very, dare say, easy. The first ascent was the hardest bit, and then since then it's felt like a.
No, it's straightforward after that. Yeah. We've got some lovely views behind us of the Grey Quarries, which is what we had planned for this weekend. So it was going to be Stob Ban today, and then the other 3 of the Grey Quarries tomorrow. But with the forecast just looking garbage for kind of 5 PM onwards from today, they're both long walks. They're like, I think Stob Ban was about 18k and 900 metres of ascent, and then the Grey Quarries was what, 22, and a
15. It was over 1,500 metres.
1,500. I mean, that was going to be a long day, and doing that in the pissing rain wouldn't have been very pleasant. So yeah, getting this one ticked off. Yeah, I've done these before, but you haven't, so good to get them done. Nice views that we've got up here as well. It's a nice day. It's been good.
And we've got a wee B&B to go to tonight. Got a hot tub.
Yes.
So going to make the most of that, sitting there for quite some time, I imagine, as long as the rain. Yeah, well, we'll see how.
Even if it's raining, a hot tub in the rain is fine, and it means as well we can have a longer lie tomorrow and enjoy a nice Scottish breakfast before we head back down the road. But we'll see what happens. We'll keep checking the forecast, and maybe we will do something. Who knows?
Cool. Right, we shall see you a wee bit later on the walk.
Us completed the hike, and we're now enjoying a nice pleasant trip down on the gondola back to the Nevis Range car park.
Yeah, I could easily get used to this method of transport up and down the Munros, whilst it might be a bit of a eyesore in the landscape, certainly healthier in the knees, but still it hasn't felt like a big day. But the views have been amazing. Like, that's the first time I've been up in this area and seen Nevis from that kind of angle, and wow, it looks absolutely splendiferous.
It does look really good. We've got a nice view of the Carnmore Garret as well, which is a lovely walk to go and do to get those both done. It's been a nice day, lovely to get the views here. As we say, we managed to beat the weather. We could see kind of from the east.
Yeah.
The rain bands were starting to move in, so I think we've made the right decision to do this shorter hike today.
Yeah, we'd still be out there for a couple more hours at least if we'd gone for the longer one, but yeah, it has been good. If you have enjoyed us, give us a wee thumbs up, and we shall see you on another hike.